Hello everyone, I welcome you today to my YouTube channel, and so today we'll be talking about various topics, and with me I have a guest. So we'll be talking about various topics that aligns with we as individuals. If you are just joining, please don't forget to click on the subscribe button and sit still while you enjoy this phenomenal talk, or will I call it a podcast? Exactly. So sit down, relax, enjoy, and hold your biro and jotter as we do this. Today we have a special guest, like I said earlier, and here with me is
Magdalene. Okay, my name is Magdalene though. I'm an accountant. I'm also an aspiring baker.
Yeah, that's Magdalene for horse. Yeah, so she's going to be having real talk with me today. And as you can see in the topic, we're talking about faith, relationship, and everything that aligns with we as individuals. So I want to ask Magdalene, because in a nutshell, we're going to be telling stories, reviewing how our lives has been impacted by God. So Magdalene, can you tell us briefly how, in a way, God has answered your prayers?
Okay. I'll say where God has been faithful.
Yeah.
And one thing I know is, if you know God, and you believe in Him, it's not just about knowing God. You can know God and not believe in Him.
Exactly.
So if you know God, you believe in Him, and you have faith, things are going to work for you the way you want it. So I've had couples of experience when it comes in terms of both relationship, career, and many more, and even finance and all that. So okay, let me start from my education. Okay, so I had lots of ups and downs while I was studying, starting right from when I was in primary school. And okay, the age I finished primary school, I was like, okay, I think I finished around 12 years or so. Then going to secondary school, meeting people that, I actually went to government school before I switched to private. So there, when I finished secondary school, it was already like kind of late. I finished school 2016, whereas my mates were finishing school at the age of, I think, around 2013. That was the initial year I was supposed to finish, 2013 or 2012. So if I look at it, if it was some people, they just feel like, let me give up.
Right.
Yeah, what I'm going to do in this again, when will I finish? But I didn't want to give up, so I felt like there's more to this. I don't know why everything has to be delayed. I don't know what God has in store for me, but I feel like I still need to pursue this dream. I still need to go to school, because I've had dreams of me being in school. So I feel like, yes, I need to make this dream a reality. So I didn't give up. Even after I finished school 2016, it took me 3 years to gain admission.
That happens to the most of us.
Yeah. The first, I didn't take JAM the year I finished. Next year, I didn't take JAM. I took JAM 2018. I was not given admission. I think that was 4 years. That was Federal University of Ekiti. So I decided to process EXO 2019, and then I was given admission. Wow, then the journey began. A lot happened, a lot. I felt like giving up. When I got to school, I was new. Like, the kind of people I was having around were way younger than me. Even the friends I was keeping, they were way younger than me. I was like, I felt like I don't even like I don't like telling people at my age, because I feel like I'm this, as if I'm too
like
old.
A late bloomer.
Exactly. So I feel like I'm too old to be in school. But I was like, no, I beg, But thank God for small stature. I say my small stature was helping too. So I got along and I was striving.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy.
Striving. She kept striving.
Okay. When it comes to finances, I was in 200 level. My dad lost his job. And everything, I was almost giving up because I felt like realized they wanted to continue. And then God, and I think because of the fact that I knew God, and I was always praying. So that was when help came from where I didn't even expect it. Help was just coming. Even though the course I went for was not even what I wanted to study in school. It was, imagine
What you wanted to study?
Okay, the thing is, because of the school I went to, the secondary school I went to, it was a government school. I wasn't well informed. So that's why I feel like we need counseling in our schools.
Yeah.
We need counselors that can be counseling children, letting them know that, okay, this is how this should be, like putting them through this career talk and all that. So I was not well informed and well counseled. So I felt like I just went for commercial because of my secondary school. And how did that happen? When I was in JS3, they asked us to pick from 3 subjects, which is Agric, home economics, or business study. That we're going to pick one out of those 3, and anyone we do is what is we're going to, that's the department to be going to when we enter secondary school, when we enter senior secondary school. And that was, I think, business study for commercial,
yeah.
Agric for science, then home economics for arts. So I look at myself, I don't like home economics. Although I feel like going to art class, but I don't like home economics. I was always having maybe below 50 or 50. But business study, I was always having a good grade. Then Agric too, I was having a good grade. So based on the fact that I was a very brilliant student, my friends were advising me that go to science. I said, no, I don't like anything science. What down to do in science? I feel like a doctor. No, I don't like blood. I don't like all this. So let me just say, science was not even in my line. I was always praying, and God came through for me. I was able to finish university and all that.
She's a graduate now.
So, and to God be the glory, I'm a graduate. So despite the ups and downs, yeah, God really came through for me. And I was always attending programs, so yes. And I believed. There's sometimes that my feet will be shaking, like, and yeah, my sister with me, she was always encouraging, even though we are kind of passing through the same similar situations. But she was always kind of encouraging. Sometimes she'd be like, look at me too. Don't I have delay? Don't I have this? So I was just like, she has not given up. Why should I give up too? So, and that has kind of kept me going too.
Hallelujah. So I want to quickly chip in something. Thank you, Miss Magdalene. As you can see, she's a chartered accountant and a caterer. She cooks really good food and bakes really nice pastries. So I really wanted to chip in something about what she said about delay. It's not how far, but how well. I mean, there are some people I finished primary school before them, finished secondary school before them, but they are graduates. They graduated before me. They served before me. And everyone is living their life. It's not how far. Don't look at somebody's race and using it to judge yours. I know it's not easy. And I'm so happy and grateful to God for the life of my friend Magdalene, for how steadfast she has been through the journey. And in terms of finance, like, it's not easy as an undergraduate. We all know how it is in our country, Nigeria. So the next thing, she wants to share us some tidbits about relationship, how relationship life has been, like what impact has it been to her. I mean, we are both still in our 20s, but what impact has it been for you, for her, for each and every one of us? So, Magdalene, can you tell us briefly?
Okay. Well, it has not been easy. Sometimes I feel like it's that someone is like they used to say, It's village people following someone.
That's the waiting season we're talking about. It's always like that.
So I don't know. Relationship has not been really easy, but I know that God has something big in store for me. Because looking at the kind of men we have in our societies, actually, for you to see a good man is very, very. It's not easy.
Wow.
It only takes the grace of God for you to find a very good man.
person.
Yeah. So, and not just man.
We see men. We see a lot of men.
I'm talking about just both the genders.
Yeah.
Both genders.
But to be a good person is rare.
It's rare.
It's very rare.
Because my relationships are the relationship I've had. I can't even count them as relationships. Because a lot has happened. I've been in a relationship with dodgy men.
Oh.
Like I've been in a relationship with men that I feel like who raised these men? Who are the mothers that raised these men? Some men act as if they don't have mothers. The way they treat women, the way they act as if they were not given birth to by a woman. So, and I'm so grateful to God because in my relationships, God has been helping me because I was able to live a lot of relationships that I know that if I had been in that relationship, if I've ended up with that person, my future will be in danger, and not just my future, the future of my children too.
Right.
Yes,
that is very important. Sorry for cutting you short. Like when you are picking your life partner, when you are picking your husband or wife to be, you have to look at the future of your children. You are looking at the future, not just for yourself. You are not married for yourself. You are not being in a relationship because you want to just bypass. It is a very significant thing to also look into.
So, the fact that I was always praying. One thing, if I'm in a relationship, at first I'll be scared to pray about it.
What if it doesn't work?
Because I don't want to leave that relationship because I feel like I don't want to be entering that relationship time because of age and everything. Peer pressure, parents are pressuring, families are pressuring. Right. You are getting old, you need to get married. So, but when as time goes on, I feel like I need to pray about this. Exactly. Is this what God really wants for me? Then whenever I now pray about it. Because sometimes I will start seeing red flags and I want to ignore. But I know I'm not doing myself any good if I'm ignoring those red flags. So that's when I'll now run to God. Father, if this relationship is not meant for me, if this man is not meant for me, then please help me break it. And it has been working for me. A lot of ladies nowadays, they are so afraid to pray that prayer. They are so afraid to go to God and ask God, is this person really for me? I don't know why. Some because of maybe this person is okay. Some would be in an abusive relationship because of what they are gaining.
Because of what they are gaining, exactly.
Because of the money, because of the want to use expensive phones, expensive wares and all that. If we look at all those things, what about the future? What about the future? I keep thinking about my future. I don't want my children to see me and shake their head that why did this mother give birth to me? I want my children to see me in the future and feel like, oh God, I'm so blessed to have this woman as my mother.
And my dad too.
I want them to see the sacrifices I've made for them. And my dad and their dad too. So that is the reason why I can't risk it getting married to a man that is not from God.
Right.
And how do you know if a man is from God? When you see a man that is from God, you will know because a man that is from God, he will be God-fearing. A God-fearing man will not want to beat you. It's like you beating yourself. If you are beating your woman, you are suffering yourself. Women were made out of the ribs of men. So you lay your hands on your woman. It's just like you are laying your hands on yourself.
Exactly.
So a man that fears God will not want to lay hands on his woman. A man that fears God, we know that this woman needs care. This woman needs
clack it.
So a man that fears God, we know the right things to do.
Exactly.
So that's why one thing before I ask God for anything in a relationship, I ask God for a God-fearing man. Before I mention other necessities,
exactly.
The first thing I'll be like, I want a God-fearing man. I want a man that knows God, a man that knows what he's doing. Then a wise man. A wise man. Some men are foolish. Sorry to say, but some men are foolish. Not all, but some men are foolish. So when we are in a relationship, let's look at those things. Is this man really wise? Is this man really wise? Because when Solomon wanted to ask God for something, what did Solomon ask for? He asked for wisdom. So a wise person has to like handle relationships and all those things. So that's I feel like it's actually good to know God.
Yeah, I also want to ask you this question. Like, what are the things to do in your waiting season? Because everything still boils down, both career, because I believe there are seasons to everything under the heavens. So those things we need to do during the waiting season. I want you to just brief us, just like in a minute.
The things to do. Well, the first thing I would say is pray. And then work on yourself too.
Yeah.
Look at those things that you feel like what made my last relationship not work. It might not be from only the man. What are the things too that I was doing that the man was complaining about? So then you work on those aspects of your life. Okay. It can be your finances. It can be that this man does not like someone that does not have work. And you look at yourself, I don't have anything I'm doing. Then work on those aspects. Look for how to make yourself
independent.
An independent woman. Yeah. Yes, look for something to do that because men does not like liability. Let's be honest with ourselves.
No one likes it.
No one likes a liability. So men likes women that they can do something for themselves too. So you work on yourself and you pray to God. Keep your faith strong. That yes, I want a man from God. I want God's time. So and let's always remember that God's time is the best.
Yeah.
So God's time is the best. Yeah. Just wait on God.
Thank you so much. Please can we give a round of applause for our guest? And this is also to let you know that you're the first person I'm featuring on my YouTube channel. This is a big hit. Congratulations, because it's a big deal. And I hope that we get to do more and more interesting stuff in the later future. I believe that in the next time we'll be doing something like this. Maybe we would have gone big. No, not maybe. We speak into existence. Yeah. We'll be bigger than this by the grace of God. So thank you so much for honoring my invitation and doing this with me. It's a very, very privileged thing from you. I'm so honored. Thank you so much. And I hope you, my viewers, picked one or two things from this show, and I hope you are blessed, edified, and more inspired. Thank you for sticking by and watching my channel. Please, if you haven't subscribed, I'm begging you, please subscribe, share with your loved ones, drop a question if you have in the comment box, and please don't forget to like. Please like as much as you can. Thank you. Bye.